Greetings, I have returned. Just recently I posted a video containing drawings I've made recently. Something to hold you over before I release the comic that I'm currently working on with only one panel left to complete. I know I've been gone for God knows how long. Sorry for the long wait. Aside from that, I've been making progress in writing Charcoal Rabbit Tales. Not the first draft of the first, episode, but this time, I've written out the outline for the fourth episode, which revolves around a superhero group that Charcoal and Clausen work for. It's the Blue Angels and Diablos. Run by Silverius, a biblically accurate angel I showed a picture of some time ago. And for what they do is that you get a power ring or horns, and you basically become a space cop in the form of an angel or demon. You also have a set expiration date when you get them. And you basically, when you have them as a mortal, die 100 or 300 years after your birth. To where when you hit your 100th birthday and your expiration date set to 100, you perish, and so on. What happened, the basic premise of this Blue Angel episode of Charcoal Rabbit Tales is that Charcoal and Clausen are young. Then they encounter a Blue Angel and Diablo that give them a ring and horns to basically take over for them and fill them in. Because they were both about to die. They're about to hit their expiration date. And before they die, they hand their ring and horns to someone else to inherit their responsibilities. Charcoal and Clausen run into them, and they decide that they're their candidates of choice. They get given the ring and horns. Charcoal gets the ring and Clausen gets the horns to fit their personalities. They go to the planet with Blue Angels and Diablos, learn how they work, train with a professional Blue Angel for a bit, then get sent back to Earth. And then a few days later, there'll be a field trip to an art museum, and Charcoal and Clausen would have to fight a monster kept inside of a marble statue inside the museum. The museum-like fight that I had in mind, that basically came from a YouTube video that I watched where this YouTuber named the Mythology Guy that talks about mythologies from different places was reviewing the movie Percy Jackson Lightning Thief, the movie. Bear in mind, the Lightning Thief movie wasn't very good, and it's very loosely based on the book that it's based on. It was particularly the sequence where Percy had to fight that Fury in the museum. Aside from the Blue Angel episode, I've written down a second episode where this time it's focused on Clausen. Because for the first episode, I made Charcoal be the main focus, and Clausen, he was pretty much a minor character in the present, but becomes a more prominent character in the future, and essentially becomes an antagonist. But for this one, it'll be in the present, and Clausen will be the main focus. He won't be the nicest guy in the world, but he'll be lovable. I want to make him so that when he's mean and does stuff bad, it would come off as cute and funny. Kinda like Cartman from South Park. What this episode revolves around is that Clausen, with his own group of fear demons for friends, basically the opposite of the demon friends Charcoal has, because the two of them, they share the same group of 4 demon friends. But 4 more would come, and they'd essentially be Clausen's, while Charcoal would have the original 4. For these 4 demon friends that Clausen has, they'll sneak out together to basically skip school. This sneaking out story is kind of based on something I actually did in real life. No, I did not sneak out of school. I've snuck out in a different way. Back when I lived in an apartment up north in my hometown, There was this one time where I would be in the apartment by myself because during the summer, my younger brother and sibling go to a daycare while mom has work, and I essentially have the house all to myself. It can get a bit boring after a while, and I felt the need to go somewhere, do something, anything. Just walk out of there. And I decided to just leave the apartment and walk to Target, the store. And what I did there was buy a box of mozzarella sticks. Like I said, I wanted to do something, anything. And on my way out, I bought myself an icy. For context, I had a Spider-Man wallet back then, something my dad used to use. And while I was getting the icy, I made the stupid decision of forgetting to bring my wallet with me, and I left it there. I lost it. And when I found out that I lost it, I freaked out. I called mom about it, and the aftermath of the situation, I was grounded for 2 weeks. Never got the wallet back. And to add insult to injury, I didn't even eat the mozzarella sticks that I bought. I gotten rid of them because I didn't think I deserved them. I'm still mad at myself for that one time I snuck out because I've forgotten something very important, and I kind of shot myself in the foot. But this time, for this story, I changed it to where instead of sneaking out of an apartment while everyone was out, Clausen sneaks out before school, and with his demon friends, he generates a clone of himself and another mortal friend he has, who's a rat named Ron, his childhood friend. I picture Clausen being better at making friends than Charcoal. And with these two magic clones, they would go to school for them to basically fill in for them while they were out. There would even be one scene where something that would scare the hell out of you if you were sneaking out. One of the worst possible scenarios that can happen. During a scene when they're having lunch at a restaurant, Clausen's mom and Charcoal's mom, Charcoal and Clausen have the same mom, just to make it clear, their mom would be at the restaurant with some friends. One of the worst possible scenarios you could have when you sneak out somewhere. Your mom just so happening to go to the same place as you, and you'd potentially get caught. I even made a joke about it, about how Clausen would be like, out of all 1,000 restaurants in this town, mom ends up at this one.